Hey there, everybody. I am King 5 meteorologist Leah Pezzetti. It is Saturday evening, just after 6 p.m., and we are heading into what is going to be a very busy week in weather world. So I wanted to take a moment, unpack the forecast, give you an in-depth look at what is to come, because it is a lot. For the remainder of our Saturday night, a few lingering showers stick around, mostly in the foothills. It'll be a little bit breezy, and we are keeping an eye on some coastal flooding potential. We also have snow levels that are at 4,000 feet today. That's the lowest we'll be before we increase into this upcoming week. And then tonight, rain will increase, and we'll wake up to a wet pattern come Sunday. So Sunday morning, widespread rain will taper off, and we'll start to increase those snow levels to about 4,500 feet and above. It'll also be a little bit breezy on Sunday, and once again, coastal flooding concerns this week will be the concern. Then first alert weather mode kicks in on Monday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we are looking at first alert weather days because of an atmospheric river that is going to bring steady, heavy rain for multiple days at a time. We will see a few periods of breaks in the rain. I'll show you that in a moment. But the big picture, when we look at next week's precipitation totals, it is going to be significant, and that is creating the concern for some urban flooding along with rivers rising. Debris flow risk will also be high as well, and it'll be breezy as well. So a lot to unpack. Let's take a look at satellite and radar as of this evening. A couple clouds out there. Showers are mostly around the foothills, and a few light showers are sneaking in, but it's really not that bad in the rain department. But as we look forward, I mentioned some coastal flooding. This is actually due to a king tide event. So we do have some concerns with increased coastal flooding up to about 2 feet. This is going to be Sunday and Monday mornings during our high tide event. So in those morning hours, those AM hours, is when we could see some coastal flooding around the San Juans and then the western parts of Skagit and Whatcom counties and into Snohomish counties as well. That's where we're keeping an eye on that. We also have a flood watch that's been issued. This is for basically all of western Washington and Oregon as well. Those are the two areas that are going to be hit the hardest by this atmospheric river that's heading our way. So this is technically in place all week long, Monday through Friday. But like I said, it's that urban flooding, it's the coastal flooding, and then those rivers that will be on the rise as well. Another thing on the rise is our snow levels. Saturday, this is the lowest our snow levels will be, 4,000 feet. We will skirt around 4,500, maybe 5,000 feet into this week, but we also are going to see snow levels rising to 6,000, even 7,000 feet, which means rain on top of snow for a good chunk of this week. It is not good news for our snowpack. And also, I will say as an aside, Saturday was supposed to be our best day at new snow. We didn't really see that happen. It was too warm. We saw a couple of inches of snow at best, but overall, we just didn't deliver on Saturday. It was too warm out there. So let's take a look into your Sunday morning. This is Sunday at 7 a.m. This is going to be the best chance at widespread rain for western Washington on Sunday. It's mostly light in nature, though, Sunday morning. And once again, 7 a.m., fairly early. It then tapers off into the afternoon. As we head into the evening, we actually have a convergent zone that sets up. So we'll hold on to rain through our PM hours for Snohomish County. Most of us will stay dry aside from a few stray showers here and there. We'll actually see some sunbreaks mixed in into Sunday afternoon for the lowlands. Then we get into Monday. This is the start of the very wet period. I'm going to take you as far out as I can go with our high resolution before we switch to the low resolution. But what I'm seeing right now is that Monday, this is Monday morning, 7:30 a.m. here. That's when we're going to start to tap into that heavier precipitation along the coast first. Moderate to heavy rainfall along the coast for Sunday morning. We're starting to see that rain picking up around the lowlands. We actually do have a little bit of a rain shadow that sets up, keeping our rain totals lower as we head farther to the north. But then that fills in during the day on Monday. This is Monday afternoon, evening, 4 p.m. Widespread rain, heavy at times. You once again see that rain shadow that'll keep Seattle to Everett's rain totals a little bit lower, but you can see along the peninsula, the Olympics, for the Cascades, we are looking at rain for everybody. No snow chances expected, with the exception of maybe a tiny bit on the eastern slopes of the North Cascades where it's a little bit colder, but we are looking at a very wet wet Monday for us. That continues into Tuesday, but first it's going to drop down a little bit to the south on Tuesday, hitting Oregon Tuesday morning before it lifts back up into Tuesday night. So let's take a closer look at that. This is the low resolution model. We zoomed it out a little bit, but this is our Monday morning here. You see it starting to pick up. It fills in into Monday evening. So Monday evening is the first round of heavy rain. Then it sags down into Oregon come Tuesday morning, but lifts back up into Tuesday night, still keeping the heavier rain closer to Oregon, but we will still continue to see some rain in Washington on Tuesday evening. And then into Wednesday, that continues before finally fizzling out and dropping farther south by Wednesday night. So we'll see decreasing rain on Wednesday. So for the next week, rainfall totals look impressive, to say the least. For the lowlands, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches, with the exception of lower totals where that rain shadow sets up between Seattle and Everett. But farther south of the lowlands, 3+ inches of rain are possible. Along the coast, 4, 5, even 6 inches of rain, especially for those higher elevations. Cascades, you're looking at 4 to 6, even 8 inches of rain likely with these multiple days of rain. So that's basically week totals for rain. It'll be blustery as well. We've already seen windy conditions on Saturday morning. We warned you about that. We had some trees that came down. So it was definitely busy out there in wind world for Saturday morning. That continues into this upcoming week as well. So let's get you into your Sunday afternoon. Sunday afternoon here. And at this point, we are going to see some breezy conditions picking up. 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts look likely, and we'll see them on Sunday afternoon. But actually, the heavier wind will pick up on Monday. So when I showed you that significant rain moves in, it's going to be windy as well. Look at those purple colors indicating that heavy rain. 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts widespread are likely. We could see isolated gusts surpassing 40, getting closer to 50 miles per hour. So not only is Monday going to be wet, it is going to be windy as well. So wet and windy and warm are the 3 words for your Monday. As I mentioned, we have the chance for rivers to rise during the week as well. We'll see that kind of at the end of the rain event. The longer we go, the higher the chance of those rivers rising, or we add on to that. It's like a bucket, right? You add more into the bucket, it's going to get higher and higher. So the beginning of this storm, we're not seeing it. These flooding chances increase as the days progress. So this is going to be, these are the rivers that we're keeping an eye on for flooding potential. And we do have some that do look to hit that major flood stage. So this is a map of that. I'll show you it on a list, but I do want to show you that this is all the way from the north down to the south. Multiple rivers we're keeping an eye on for reaching that flood stage. So let's walk you through that. Here is a look at a few of those. Skagit near Mount Vernon and Concrete, both reaching moderate flood stage. We're at action stage for Nooksack at Ferndale and the Stillaguamish as well. And then minor flooding expected at the Stillaguamish near Arlington. We have some more significant flooding chances with these rivers here. So moderate flood range is expected for the Snohomish, near Snohomish, and also Monroe, the Skykomish near Gold Bar, and the Tolt River near Carnation. Plus major flood stage is expected for the Snoqualmie River near Carnation and also Snoqualmie Falls. So we will keep an eye on those rivers. But once again, kind of Wednesday into Thursday is when we're expecting those rivers to peak flood stage, because at that point, that's at the end of our rain event. So we'll have seen all of the precipitation fall. Our rivers will be the fullest at that point. So that is when we're going to see those rivers really start to increase. So we will keep an eye on that. But once again, to recap all of that, we have multiple first alert weather days that are heading our way Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. The King 5 weather team has called first alert weather days because of this rain event. We'll start to taper things off into the end of the week and see the atmospheric river back off, still holding on to some showers into the weekend though. But I also want to point out our temperatures. That's another thing. Sorry, we didn't even really touch, but we're going to see temperatures on the warmer side, low 50s for a good chunk of this week for highs, mid to upper 40s for those lows. So we were talking about snow levels. That's reflected in that as well. Warmer temperatures, rising snow levels. That's the big story of the week. So if there's 3 words you can take away from this forecast, it is warm, It is wet and it is windy. Those are going to be the 3 words of the next couple of days, but be sure to stay with the King 5 weather team. We're going to be doing extra forecasts. We'll have some digital specials where we're going in depth and looking at the latest in the forecast. We'll be doing those daily at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. for the next couple of days. So be sure to stay with the King 5 weather team. You can find that on King 5 Plus as we continue to watch these first alert weather days.